I have some wisdom that involves the word fuck. Does that?
Fine.
We're good with that?
Bring it on.
Okay, so when I learned how to pray, my acting teacher was dying in Chicago. He had AIDS and he was in the hospital and he collapsed at the airport and went to the hospital. And I was working at the time and couldn't get to see him until he was almost gone. And we had unfinished business. And I unfinished business with my own father who had died many years before. So it was really hard for me to be going through this. So I got there and was able to say goodbye. He swam up out of his morphine haze and said he loved me and went back in. And I left because I didn't want him to have to do that again. It was so painful. And I had learned that getting in touch with God was important. So I went into the chapel of this hospital in Chicago and I knelt down in this non-denominational room and said, you know what, God? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm not praying. Fuck you. And I left. And the next morning I got up and I'd been praying mornings and evenings. And so I got up the next morning and just went, fuck you, God. Fuck you. I'm not going to pray. For a month and a half, twice a day, I said the fuck you, God prayer. And one day I was about to do it and I realized the following. It was the most honest prayer I'd ever done in my life. I had brought all of myself to that prayer. And then I realized I thought I had to become pious to go to God. If I could become pious, I wouldn't need God, would I? And I realized God doesn't care if I'm saying fuck you. God just cares that I'm turning in the direction of God. And something broke apart inside me and got bigger.
Slam dunk. Slam dunk.